So I'm not really that much into black sneakers, but I have quite a few now, and this pair was a must when I first saw it, and basically I did manage to get them for retail, and I suppose dunk highs aren't really that in demand. However, with this particular pair I make an exception. I think this is, in my eyes, this is like the best dunk high to release in the last sort of 5 years, and it's the SB Dunk High Faust, and it's by the Graffiti artist. And what I like about it is just the mad details that it has on this particular trainer. So it's an all-over black sneaker with the leather panels on the overlays and on the swoosh, as you can see here, and it's nice and sort of soft to the touch as well, and as you can sort of see. And then the rest of it is kind of made up on this sort of slightly sort of rough suede material, so which is also nice and kind of reminds me, I suppose, of the Travis Scott Black Phantom. And then the sock liner as well is the inliner sock liner is basically made of satin as well, and that's really nice. And you get the sort of laces that are got the gold ends on them, and then you also get a sort of variety of different laces with it as well, as far as I remember. So you get kind of the different sort of flat rope style laces, and these are the flat ones that are in there at the moment, and then you get these glittery ones, which I personally wouldn't put in, but it's quite nice to sort of have the option. But the main details around this particular sneaker is I just like the graffiti on this, you know, like it's all embroidered on here, and you know, it says sort of Faust on there as well, and then also the swoosh that goes around is all embroidered on top of the leather, and it's kind of dripping almost like oil paint. And usually I'm not a fan of gold, but I think this particular sneaker works because it's just primarily black, and then you see this, and this is a sneaker that I do get a lot of attention from as well, and people sort of look at them thinking, you know, what are they? And not a lot of people have these, and for that reason I think it's a cool sneaker. And also on this one it's different because it's got writing on there which says all that matters, so it goes all the way around. And again, I've not seen this on another pair of sneakers, and basically the way that sort of looks is quite sort of matted out. So you have the gold hits on this one, and then this kind of matted out black sort of graffiti finish on this. And what I like about it is it even though it looks a little bit loud, you don't see it that much unless you go up close. And also in the on the ankle collar as well, where you got the wings, the flaps, it's got Faust written in there as well, so which is really nice. And I think it's on this side as well that you have it. Yeah, there you go. So it's just a really cool detail that they have on there. And then the outsoles were pretty much black. It's kind of almost a sort of dark midnight blue color, I guess, and to me, from what I can sort of see within the light. And like I say, it's just a really cool collab. It's just one of those ones where it's just gone under the radar, and I think I don't know, I just feel like this one will kind of creep up in value later on in life. So here's the details of the SB Dunk High Faust Black and Gold. It comes in a black and metallic gold colourway, and this has a Zoom AirPod on the heel, and the pour and foam bed in the forefoot of the insole. And this one's made up of all suede and leather upper materials, and the price was £100. So with the comfort and sizing, this has got the medium to firm side, basically midsole, and it's not really that forgiving, but it's fine to sort of wear pretty much all day really. And I would say with this one, you probably need about 3 to 10 hours for the materials to soften. It's mainly the sort of ankle collar area. Once that's sort of good to go, it feels really nice on foot, especially because of the inner sort of sock liner being almost a sort of satiny material. And because of this being a dunk high, I do recommend going up half a size, because you have that sort of thicker padding around the ankle area, and also you know, the tongue itself. And traction is much like any other SB Dunk really, so it's nothing to shout about, but it works. With the look and style, it's this one's in particular has got autumn sort of winter colour palette, so it's just predominantly black and gold. And I think this one will become one of those sort of classic sneakers over time because of the uniqueness of it. And I think you can rock them up pretty much all season, really. It's one of those sort of versatile, easy to wear, all over black colourway. And it's a nice sort of casual sneaker. And I think with this one you can also probably dress up smart casual because it's got the gold hits on there. And you can basically put in black, sail, or gold laces in this and it will work fine. So with the final thoughts, I like the quality leather and suede that's been used on this. It just looks and feels really nice, and it's almost that sort of pebbly leather as well, and the suede is sort of soft to the touch. And I also like the different sort of lace options it gives. I mean, some of them are probably a bit too loud for me, for example, being sort of predominantly sort of gold in colour, but for me, I went with the sort of simple black laces. And I do love the sort of graffiti design that's been put on the sneaker throughout, and that includes like the embroidery touches all over it, which is a really sort of neat thing to do. With the cons, I think just the comfort in general. So the SB Dunks in general aren't that comfortable, but they're fine, but they're nothing to shout about. With this pair in particular though, I will say it has a sort of satin inner lining, and that feels really nice on to your foot, and just makes it that bit more comfortable. So with the look and style on this pair, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. It's one of those ones where I think later on in life it will become a all-time classic, and it's just one of those sort of colorways and designs that it's just different to the norm really, and not seeing a sneaker like this in my opinion. And with the comfort, I give it a 4. It's again just any sort of SB Dunk, it's just the same as any of the other ones. And the quality, I think, is a 5 as well, because of the fact that it has so many sort of different sort of touches and embroidery details on it, and the materials that are used on it, it's just really nice. And that's why the pricing gets a 5 as well, because at the end of the day you're paying £100 for these, and they're just a really good quality. And overall I give it a 5 out of 5. This is a funny sneaker in my opinion, because of the fact that whenever I've sort of worn them, I've just had people sort of turn around and look at them, and just they can be sort of loud and a bit out there because obviously the gold graffiti on it, but at the same time it's just a really sort of unique sneaker. And I think because it's an all black sneaker with that kind of graffiti on it, it really sort of stands out. And like I say, I always just get looks when I'm wearing them, and it's just a really cool individualized sneaker.